want to show you what the Life Center does every day. We've invited some staff and some former clients to be a part of this presentation. We want to take you behind the scenes so that you can see and understand what we do and the impact it has on people's lives. We're so excited to invite you to get to know some of the people that we work with and some of the people that we have mentored and been a part of their lives. So come on, and I'll see you in a minute.
There's just so much misinformation, especially as technology is just a constantly growing thing, and it wasn't like technology has been around for forever. Like it's been around for such a short period of time, and yet it's grown so much, and with that has been so much information put out, and yet no one's really known how to get to the information that actually shares the truth. And that was my experience growing up, and I've seen it even with being a prevention specialist here at the Life Center, going into classrooms and seeing that kids, like, they don't know. They're misinformed. The culture is what's informing them, and the culture is telling them all the things that are wrong.
I would say 99.9% of the patients or the clients I see in the STI clinic, they just do not know. They don't know what STIs are. Maybe they've heard of them, but they actually don't know what they are. They have never been taught, or they're just misinformed. Most of the clients I see come from a generational family of not knowing. They're doing what they know, and that is having sex outside of marriage. Either there's not a father present in their life, so their mother doesn't know that it's okay to tell your children not to have sex until they're married, because they weren't taught that as well. What do I do then? Like, if you're telling me I can still get these, what do I do? And I said, well, what do you think you should do? So it helps people realize, and they're like, well, I guess the only way I can't get them is by not having sex. And I say, you're absolutely right. It's those healthy boundaries you have to set up for your wellness. I wish there would have been a Life Center when I was growing up. Things in my life would have turned out much differently.
I love women and children, and I saw that there was such a need for women to be supported in pregnancies where they felt like they had no help. They had no one that cared about them, no one to help them through it, to give them information, no one to teach them what they needed to know. Just someone to walk beside them, just someone to say, I'm here, I care, I'll help. We listen. I would say listening is one of the most important things. We listen to where they're at and what they're struggling with. And then we want to find out, what are the barriers to carrying this child? What are the barriers? Is it finances? Is it family? Is it an abusive partner? What's stopping you from thinking that you can do this or carrying this child? Just to know that someone supports them makes all the difference in the world. That's the biggest tool. They come into the Life Center and they find out they have an extended family. They find out that they have people that really care about them and really want the best for them and really want to help them to move forward in life in a good way. I always say that we just try to make a 2-degree difference in their life. If we can make a 2-degree difference when you project that out over their life, how it changes their life and it changes their kids. So when clients come back and say, I was here and you helped me so much, and now I'm doing this, or I'm in nursing school, or I'm fulfilling that dream. When they come back and you see evidence of your intervention in their life and the difference that it made in their life, it just blows me away sometimes.
So I came to the Life Center because I was alone and I felt isolated. I became pregnant at a point in my life that I did not expect to have a baby, and I was single, and I had just left a very abusive relationship, and I didn't know the next step. 6 weeks into my pregnancy, I got very sick, and I lost 65 pounds because I could not eat. And so I laid on my couch, and I threw up and I was nauseous all the time, and I had no one. My parents were at work and it was just me and the couch. And the Life Center moved heaven and earth to come to me. They spoke on the phone with me about 10 minutes every day and just told me that they were there for me, and that when I was able to get the strength to come to the building and be there, my son has brought our family even closer. My mom and my dad are primary caretakers of this child, and we are closer as a family unit. The Life Center is a very unique and beautiful opportunity to be loved and supported by a group of people who you may see in the community and have no idea how much love and support that they're just willing to come to you with. You don't have to approach them. They are there at all times, and just they're there with open arms waiting for you.
My clients, they struggle with boundaries. They struggle with knowing like what's healthy and what's toxic, what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. But mostly they struggle with the word no. They think that they don't have that the power to say no. They don't have the right to say no. And so when I tell them that no is a complete sentence, it's like, wait, what? And they're like, I can say no? I'm like, absolutely, you can say no. And that little word brings a whole new kind of freedom to them. I always go back to our training, the staff training of, we're not here to be saviors. We're not here to save them. We're here to plant seeds. We're here to love them where they're at. And a part of that is them being ready to receive. And we have so many services that are huge to this community. We don't just do one thing. We attack every area, and which I love. And even in our Mary program and our Moms program, I mean, we're not just reaching moms, we're also helping build families. So we had a client actually that came through, she was very abortion-minded. And so I was surprised to actually see her come to our Mary program. That night we were giving out food bags or groceries, and so I gave her a grocery bag, and it was during the winter months when she came. So usually in the winter months we provide a jacket or a blanket for their little one.
I was very shocked. I was upset. I was sad, and I didn't want to be pregnant, and I just couldn't believe I was pregnant. Well, my first thought was, wow, woman's body is amazing and what it can do. Right there and then it just changed my thought process. I knew I wanted to keep my baby. I was nervous. The other mothers there made me more comfortable because they just started coming to talk to me, and the other mentors as well. I just couldn't wait to hold my baby. It changed my heart because hearing those women's story, it really helped me because I don't want to regret that.
Through the lives of the people that serve the clients, serve the patients, you have gotten an opportunity to understand how much we love and how much we care about our communities. And we thank you so much that you've been a part of this. And we are so grateful that you've been able to join us in changing lives, that you believe in what we do. And that's why you're here, to partner with us in the life transformation that happens when you love, listen, and care for others.